Hello everyone, and welcome to another Ultimate episode review, my 6th video in a row. I promise there won't be any more until at least Sunday. But yeah, this is for Season 27, Episode 2 of The Ultimate Fighter, Fight or Flight. So let's just get right into it. We start off with Stipe and Miocic's team getting kind of creative and sort of starting the prank war of the season in Episode 2. I think it's a good early place to start, so yeah, they hung up pictures of the opposing team's locker room. Basically, the locker rooms of each side have like specific pictures of the fighter coaching. Like, you know, for example, in Daniel Cormier's room would be pictures of him like fighting and like winning the light heavyweight title and things like that. And Miocic got a picture of himself with his creepy mustache and put that over the majority of the pictures on the main walls. Then on the back wall, he got a picture of himself and one of his friends making a love heart with their hands, wearing shirts and wearing underwear, but they used an app on the phone to make it look like they were nude. And that was hung on the main back wall. And Daniel Cormier came in and saw it, and the entire team of Cormier just laughed. Really, they took really well to the joke. So I can appreciate that, and I laughed my ass off. I thought it was probably one of the better thought out puns in a while. You know, you don't really see stuff like that. Bizarrely, the creepy mustache of Miocic bothered me more than the men who weren't naked, because they weren't actually naked. So it's weird, but yeah. It was a really funny little thing to kick things off for this episode. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't really think Miocic had that much of a sense of humour, but guess that just proves I was wrong. I mean, we all know Cormier does. Like, he's just naturally kind of a funny person. Speaking of which, we go to the next part of it, like, their training and such. And, Tyler Clark on Cormier's team starts arguing the toss with Cormier after being told he's not doing something correctly. And I'm just sort of thinking to myself, well, yeah, Thailand, you're not doing it correctly. You might be an undefeated fighter, but you gotta remember you're young. You haven't learned what mistakes you can make yet. That's the entire point of this season, it's for the coaches to teach you. So if a coach tells you that you're doing something incorrectly, then guess what? You're doing something incorrectly. You're not doing everything right. Suffice to say it, you know? But it needs to be said. So they did have a really bad back and forth, and Cormier basically told Thailand, like, if you can't deal with training, get out. And I sort of agree with that. Like, if you don't really agree with your coach, then you really don't deserve to be there. But they settled their argument, and Cormier actually started wrestling and training, because they were doing wrestling and grappling and stuff. Cormier actually started practicing with Clark, and they just had a lot of fun. There was in one moment where Thailand escaped a position from Cormier, and Cormier tried to tickle Clark. It was kind of hilarious, I won't lie. And there was another moment a bit later on to close off where Cormier faked punching Clark to death, and Clark faked being dead. Like, ugh. So that was kind of also funny. This has just been a really hilarious episode. Then we talk about the two fighters who are actually fighting this episode, Kyler Phillips and Brad Katona. Kyler Phillips is nicknamed the Matrix, Brad Katona is nicknamed Superman. And I realised in this episode just how much Brad Katona looks like iDubbbz. It's weird. He's like a blonde, buff Canadian-Irish iDubbbz. So yeah, Katona was born in Canada. He moved to Dublin quite recently and trains at the same gym that Conor McGregor trains at. So that's really good coaching stuff, I gotta admit. And Kyler Phillips, I don't remember where he trains, but he's from someplace in America. And he's won jiu-jitsu championships, judo championships, wrestling championships. He's probably one of the most well-rounded guys in the house, alongside Katona. And yeah, I mean, Kyler has a girlfriend to go back to, same as Brad. But Kyler has not moved in with his girlfriend yet, and they have a lot of pets, including bunnies, cats, dogs, and a crab. They have a pet hermit crab. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. So, the two fight, and they actually have a really good fight. I do agree with the decision at the end of the day as well. Like, Brad Katona did win by majority decision, and that was absolutely the right call. I don't think it was fully unanimous. I definitely think he did enough to get the win, and he did. And yeah, it was just a really good back and forth. It sort of started in Kyler's favour at the start of the match, but then Katona kept landing leg kicks, and even though he was taken down in round one, he recovered quickly. Landed really good body shots. Like, his body hooks were amazing, especially his left body hook. That's a really good weapon of his. And it was just a really exciting back and forth stand-up fight for the most part. Even when it went to the ground in round 2, it went to the ground more in round 2, but it was still really exciting, mostly stand-up anyway. There was a guillotine attempt from Kyler and Katona, but he couldn't really lock it in, and Katona got out really quickly. And Katona did actually get a takedown near the end and did ground and pound Kyler Phillips near the end of the round. And I definitely felt like Brad won. The judges felt like he won. I would be happy. I would have been happy to see the third round. I thought this was a really, really good fight. I mean, it's weird to call it fight of the season so far. It's only been the second fight of the season, but not really a lot else I can say. It was just a really, really exciting fight, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah, just everything about this episode I've just really liked it. It's a really, really good season, and we're only 2 episodes in, so I've got to be really cautiously optimistic. Still, yeah, I enjoyed this, and the fight we have for episode 3, which doesn't have a title yet, is going to be Luis Pena from Team Cormier against Jose Martinez Jr. from Stipe Miocic. So, yeah, I have high hopes for the rest of the season, and I don't really have a lot else to say. I just really enjoyed this episode. It was funny. It had a really, really great fight in it. There was a little dramatic moment as well, but it was toned to be a really nice, heartwarming, funny moment, and they both got over it. So, yeah, I really like this episode. I'll see you all probably Sunday for the next Fight of the Night review. So, I believe there's a UFC on this weekend. Hang on, I'm going to look this up really, really quickly, because I'm going to be... I'm going to feel pretty dumb if that's not the case. I know it's prolonging the video, and I apologize profusely, but I just want to make sure. No, there isn't. Huh. The next one isn't until May. So you might actually see me for the next backtracking, which is going to be fantastic. So, with that, I'll just end the video, I guess. Thank you for listening. You're awesome. Bye-bye.